Hey guys, karibu sana. Welcome to Zack Animate Studios, creativity one step at a time. And today I just wanted to take this humble opportunity to take you through the process of how to create a website. And most of the time I have been talking about setting up a website using what we call Laravel. I'm a very fanatic of Laravel, and Laravel has been one of my go-to places when I want to create an application. So what's happening here? So this is Laravel, and before even setting up this platform, you need basically we want to talk about the basic things that you need to have set in mind. Laravel, what is happening? Okay, yeah, this is Laravel. Laravel is a platform where you develop, basically you have some knowledge of creating website. That is, initially you need to understand the concepts of creating, that is HTML. You have the basic knowledge of HTML, and that is, you know how to, and if you don't have that knowledge, W3 Schools, let me just take you to W3 Schools. You need to learn about the basic concepts of HTML, that is the HTML, the CSS, what are the concepts. And at this point, after you have known all this, the basics of HTML, you are an artist and you want to start drawing. It's like you are having either you have Photoshop. In Photoshop there are so many tools on the toolbar and you need to start using them. It's the same concept. You have to understand what are the basics, those concepts, and now you have the knowledge. The client has told you that you are going now to design a website, or you are going to design a website, and it is going to do these functions A, B, C, and D. The first function, let's say function A, the website has to send email. That is just one of the functions. Basically, a client, that is a viewer, has to send an email into the system. That is one function. Maybe the second function, maybe you need to log into that website, and you are going to view the pages that are on those websites. So at this point, you need to find the best tool that you can use to develop your application. So first, let's set up the tools that you will need to do this. First, you need to have XAMPP, that is XAMPP as a server. Okay, I'm sorry I'm pushing you through left hand side, but you need to have XAMPP as your server, whereby you are going to have your XAMPP server. And yes, you have your XAMPP. I'm sorry, I'm just checking if I was still recording. Let's continue. You have your XAMPP server. This is where it is going to hold your database and other tools. And then you need to have Node.js. Node.js is used to basically is going to power your JavaScript coding. And then you need to have Visual Studio Code. So this is the Visual Studio Code. This is your editor. Okay, and with that, you also need to have references. Okay, as a good designer or a good artist, you also need to have references. As far as I'm concerned, I will take you to a site. It's called Themelock. Themelock, it's where you can download themes. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the blast, but you can find the best theme that you want. Maybe let's say you want to have a dashboard theme. You just want to have a dashboard theme like that, Tailwind, like that dashboard, and you want to get that website into you want to get that design. Okay, so I'll just take that link and then I will use it. Okay, I will use it to have the theme design that I want, and it will take you either to Evanto. But now I'm not going to use that. I just want to take I just want to get the design. I want to have a reference point of where I'm going to design my website, that is. So I'm looking at a dashboard whereby the website is going to have a login screen, that is, either it has a login screen, and then so from that point I'm just going to use going to log in to view the demo, basically to give you an outlook or an overview of what you're going to develop, or the website that you're going to develop. And then now the reference point of the type of website you are going to develop. I'm sorry if I've used, basically this is your theme, the Dashtail theme. They have good themes. Also, if you need to buy them, just buy it, and then you're going now to have now your website look like that. So after you have done that, you have the look and feel of the type of system you're going to create. After you have done that, basically now you have the clue of what you're going to have. You're going to have a login page, you're going to have a dashboard page, you're going to have those kind of pages. So basically this is going to give you an overview of what you're going to develop for your client. Okay, this is my business process of how I go through. I get a reference point, I get the tools that I want to make. I know the roles and permissions that I'm going to set on my application. This application is written on React. This application is written on Vercel. It has been written on JavaScript. And now, with my little knowledge on HTML, CSS, I understand databases. Okay, so you understand the databases. So it is time to set up your application. How do you go about it? So basically, Laravel has a good documentation on the processes of how you are going to create a website. Okay, but right now we are going to set up Laravel in our PC, and then there also, because you are a beginner, you don't know where to start. You also need to understand the filing structure of your computer. So this is C, this is D, this is E, depending on the type of the type of computer that you are having. Mostly after you have installed XAMPP, you're going to have your applications in XAMPP. This is XAMPP. These are types of files that you are going to have them in your system. You're going to have Hotdocs. This is where all your files, if you want to create, basically not to forget, your website is going to lie here. And this is how your application is also going to look like when it is on a live server. In a live server, we normally have a folder called htdocs. Okay, it's not really htdocs, but public HTML. Public HTML is the file that on the server, when you want it to be visible to the entire world, is normally placed on there. So it's the same way, Hotdocs, this is the default route where your applications, basically where you can create your application. So I'm going to create my Laravel application here. And if you want now to be a coder, now people now get to fear you that you are using the black screen. You will just type on your terminal, and then you will now start writing your application. Basically, you'll start setting up your application, and the way to go about it is you are going to install the prerequisite tools for Laravel. Laravel, how it is being installed. We'll go back now to Laravel. So as you can see, it is a process, and we just going to, our documentation is going to tell us how to get started. Getting started with the documentation, the installation. So basically, you are going to install, you need to have Node, you need to have what we call there is one composer. Okay, get composer. Get Composer. That is one of the tools that also is going to be very important when installing. So you install Node, you install Get Composer, that is, you go just on the download, and then you install this, you click on Get Composer. And then after that, after you have installed that, now you'll come back to your terminal. Okay, at your terminal, just write cd ... and then you're now going to get started. PHP Artisan, basically Laravel install new application, that is now installation of Laravel. So just go through that process whereby you are going to start Composer create Laravel application. This Laravel Composer create new project here, and then you give the name of your application, that is Composer create new project Laravel, and then the name of your application. So with that, or you can install Laravel on your global, that is, you install Laravel on your entire computer. The process is simple also. You just write Composer require Composer global require Laravel installer Control-C. So basically I'm just going also just to take you through the process of copy pasting. You do that, you're going to install Laravel in your entire system, that is in your entire computer. Oh, don't mind if you are on Linux or on your Windows, basically, but this one basically I'm dashing out for the people who are on Windows, setting up Laravel on Windows. So basically I have just updated my Laravel, and then so we are going now to start setting up a good application on Laravel. I know it has been long. I have talked about sources on where you can basically get inspiration on what kind of application you are going to create. You understand the concept of the project you're going to do first, and then find references on types of application that your client has told you, and then basically after you have consolidated all that, you have set up the entire system in place to get started by creating your Laravel application. So basically with all that, guys, consider subscribing to this amazing channel. We are still continue to talk about creating simple application, and it's not going to be fancy. We're not going to have days of our lives, but basically we are going to build simple system from this amazing application that we are going to create on Laravel. Guys, connect with me, hit that like button, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Zach Animate Studios. Now let's meet on the second video where we are going just to now start creating a simple application using Laravel. Cheers.